So second chapter is functions of management. In this chapter we are going to study introduction of the functions of management, and in the functions of management what are the functions of management. So first one is planning, organizing, staffing, and directing, coordinating, controlling, and comparative study and summary and exercise we'll study in doing this chapter. First, introduction. We have discussed various management principles in the first chapter in detail. So we have studied many principles, Taylor's theory, everything we studied in the first chapter in detail. So what are the importance and nature of the studies and scientific method, we studied all those principles. So in this chapter these principles are very important in managing the organization. Those principles are very important in managing the organization. While achieving any object, we need to go through the various functions. When achieving any objective, we need to go through various examples for functions. For example, in joint in the family business, the karta is the main person of the family. The karta is organized various things which are required to fulfill the objectives. He also takes the help of the members for support. The family members used to take a help of the family members for the support. And for smooth functioning of family as well as the family business, the karta directs and guides, coordinates, and keeps strict control on every task. So karta was taking all the responsibilities and he was managing the family business. Whatever the karta is doing with the help of others is called as a management. So he used to take a support from the family, that is called a management. When he is taking the help from others, that is called as a management. Similarly, the source of every business organization is an outcome of effective and efficient management. The tasks which are taken to achieve organizational goal is called as a management. The task which are taken to achieve a organizational goal is called as a management. Suppose the organization has taken the achievement, that is the company has taken that we have to manufacture these many cars, means 5 cars in a month. They have a goal. Once they will do the achievement, organizational goal is called as a management with the help of the other supportive the employees. And management is a set of principles which relate to various functions such as, so management is a set of principles. There are many functions are coming, such as first one is planning, organizing, staffing, directing, coordinating, controlling, etc., which are helpful in achieving organizational goals. So according to Elia Allen, management is a what manager does. This defines focus on the role of manager in the form of different functions. The functions of management start with the planning. The functions of manager starts with the planning. First he will do the planning and end with the controlling. But every function is interrelated with other functions. They are inseparable in nature. Management functions concern with all levels of management. Different management thinkers have classified functions and management differently. So Henry felt to manage is to forecast and to plan, to organize, to command and to control. So and Luther Gulick has given a keyword that POS, post for management function, where P stands for planning, POSDC work, post corp means P stands for planning, O stands for organizing, S stands for staffing, D stands for directing, C stands for coordination, R stands for reporting, and B stands for budgeting. And reporting and budgeting functions are summarized in the functions called as a controlling. And first, the foremost, the first functions of management. First one is planning. So suppose where you have a exam, so you have a exam in the next month. So what you will do? You will do the plan for the exam, how to do the preparation, and you will put a timetable. And according to timetable, you will do the studies of your for your exams. So like this, planning will continue. Like planning means what is the planning? So meaning planning is the basic function of management. Every functions of management is based on planning. So it's anything management functions are in a day-to-day life also, it's always based on a planning only. So it includes a deciding the things to be done in advance. So in the planning means in a things deciding in advance. So tomorrow's things will decide in today only, that is advanced planning. And planning is an intellectual process of a logical thinking and rational decision making. It focuses on organization objectives and develops various course of action. Designing a proper planning and implementing accordingly is the key of achieving the objectives of an organization. So, according to, according to Kuhn and Donnell, the planning is deciding in advance what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and who is to do it. Planning bridges the gap from where we are and where we want to go. It makes possible things to occur which would not otherwise occur. So, like for example, birthday party is there in at your home. So you all think that what is the planning? So you will plan for the decoration, plan for the organization, plan for the invitation, plan for the cake, and will plan for the catering. So these all the things will do the pre-plan. So this is how the plan will work. And what is the importance of the plan? So what is the importance of the plan in advance? You are thinking the things means what is the importance. So it is a fundamental function which gives an outline about where to go, how to go, and reduce the risk of uncertain future with the help of forecasting. So before, if you think about the planning, so these things will reduce the risk and uncertainties are happening in the future. These things will forecast in advance. Will come to know that the importance of planning is as follows. So first one is helps to set a clear objectives. Planning is concerned with the setting objectives, targets, and formulating plans to achieve them. It helps managers to analyze the present condition of the organization and on that basis to identify the ways of attaining the desired position in a future. Suppose in the organization, the manager first what he will do, it helps to managers to analyze the present condition. If he is doing the planning in advance, so he will come to know that the present condition of the organization, the how the business is running, is going in a loss or it is going in a profit. So many things, how it is running, so many how employees are working. So many things will come to know from this, and clear objectives, it will helps him to the manager to clear objectives, and on that basis identify the ways of the where he can improve the, so improve the things. So these he will come to know that, and for the desired position in future, this will helps to the manager and provides path of action. Planning ensures that goals or objectives are clearly stated. They act as a guide and they provide a direction for doing the right things at the right time with the right way. It helps employees to know what organization has to do and what they must do for achieving the goals. Suppose they're manufacturing a car. So at that time they have to think, employees has to think for the achievement goal, for targeting reaching the goal. They have to write things at the right time with the right way. So this will help them achieving the goals for the employees. It will, the pre-planning provides a path of action, and planning improves performance. It helps managers to improve future performance of employees by establishing objectives and selecting a course of action. It is beneficial for the organization. Planning leads to efficient working of the employees. Due to proper planning, the employees can work according to timely guidelines. This improvement in performance results into higher profitability of the organization. Suppose the working hours for the employees, they are, if they're working more than their capability, so the production efficiency will go down. So the manager has to plan for that time. So in the within the time, this is the starting time and the ending time, that time they have to give. So This will help the employees to achieve their performance, improve their performance within the time they will complete their work. So this is the planning improves the performance and minimize the risk. So when the planning is there, so suddenly the clients give a many orders to the custom organization. At that time, so at that time, the employee should not make work in a overtime duty. So they can within that time, if they have a plan before only, they can finish it early. Like a planning is based on a forecasting technique. It is the process of looking into the future and anticipating the future changes by deciding in advance the task to be performed. So this is a minimize this changes or risks cannot be eliminated totally but they can be anticipated and can be tackled with the preventive measures. It minimizes the risk future uncertainties of future. Next is planning leads to optimum utilization of resources. Like effective planning leads to proper allocation of resources for a various activities. So it also facilitates optimum utilization of resources, which brings higher efficiency and better results and helps in decision making. So there are various alternatives in front of the management for achieving goals. Planning helps the management to select the best alternative by considering all positive and negative outcomes of all the alternatives. Decisions are taken after selecting alternative courses of action to achieve a predefined goal. It helps the manager to take a rational decisions and useful in setting the standards for controlling. So an effective controlling is possible with well thought plans. Planning provides a predetermined goals against which actual performance is compared. Continuous monitoring in a one and the other performance so that immediate corrective action can be taken if anything goes wrong. In fact, planning and controlling are the two sides of the same coin if planning is the root and controlling is the fruit. So this is the standards of controlling and facilitates coordination of all activities. All managerial functions lead to coordination. Coordination in the organization planning revolves around organization goals. Integrated effect from various departments leads towards achieving organization goals, and it is possible only through coordination among various departments. It is truly said that coordination is the essence of management and planning is the base for it. So, promote innovative ideas. Like in a planning process, manager gets opportunities by providing a suggestions for improving performance. Planning is basically a decision making process which involves creative thinking and imagination that ultimately leads to innovations and in turn growth and prosperity for the organization. So these are the importance of planning. So, in short, planning plays vital role in every walk of life of an organization as well as of an individual. Future is highly uncertain and the business environment is changing with the help of proper planning. So the risk and uncertainties can be minimized definitely. Hence, planning is the basic requirement of any organization for the survival, growth, and success. So when the manager is planning, doing the planning in the prior, so he can he can get the clear objectives on the planning on the organization, and those planning will provide a path of action and it will improve the performance of the workers and minimize this it will improve it will reduce the risk of the employees and so with a proper planning can manager can utilize the optimum utilization of resources and this will planning will help the manager to take a proper decision making and standards for controlling. he can set the standards for controlling on the project and the organization and coordination of all activities and facilitates other management functions also. And he can promote and encourage innovation and he can encourage employees. So these are the benefits and importance of a planning.